Welcome to the Fight Night Daily podcast. We are up in Manchester for the big show on Saturday night. Joshua Buatsi, he goes in against Zach Parker, and we've got a light heavyweight special as well. Lyndon Arthur challenges for the European light heavyweight title against Brad Ray. Lyndon, glad you could join us, mate. Listen, Saturday night, big night for you.
Yeah, man, big night. You know what? I'm excited for that fight now. He just slapped him with the egg.
I know, mate. Yeah, Billy Dinez. Yeah, that's one that's cooking up very nicely as well. But listen, you get another great opportunity, man. You're coming off the loss last time out against Anthony Yarde. You look where he's placed right now. You know, boxing Benavidez. You know, for all the marbles on the 22nd of November. A win here could effectively put you up there.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And I do believe I'm going to win. I believe I'm the better fighter. I believe I'm the more experienced fighter. I just believe I'm better. Look, nothing taken away from Brad, but if you said no, Brad was fighting Anthony Yarde, you say it's stupid. But I just went 12 rounds, and a lot of people think I won the fight. So I just think there's levels to it sometimes, and obviously he's convinced himself that I'm not as hungry as I used to be, or not as hungry anymore. So he's gonna have to convince me in the ring on Saturday about that.
Talk to us about the history with Brad Ray, because I heard you up there on the press conference saying that you were sparring when he was like a 20-year-old little ginger-haired kid and all that sort of stuff. And
we sparred many a time, but the last time I sparred Brad, it was when I was fighting Bivol. I just come back from Amsterdam, couldn't walk, had to lose 3 stone, was not fit, not been in the gym, and I sparred him. I had to spar 8 rounds. You'll know yourself, sparring out unfit is a hard thing to do against a sharp boxer. So I think he's got a bit of confidence from that. Fair play to him.
What was up with your leg? Like, 'cause we saw you out in, where was it? Out in Saudi or somewhere, and you was limping a lot when you're going into that Anthony Yarde fight. Like, was that an injury going into the fight there?
Against Bivol it was.
Oh, against Bivol. Sorry, against Bivol.
Look, it's going to sound crazy. I have no idea what was up with my foot. I have no idea. I was walking around Amsterdam with my girlfriend, and it just started hurting. By the time in the night, I was in a wheelchair. And the night, come back from in the airport, I was in a wheelchair in the airport, and I went to the press conference. Luckily, I was able to walk, limp around in my slippers. So I was injured going into that. I was injured when I sparred him for that, is what I'm saying. I wasn't probably about 50-60%. Yeah. So, you know, if he's taking confidence from that, fair play to him.
Have you got to the root of that problem now, by the way?
I have no idea. It's gone. It just disappeared.
No surgery, no nothing.
I didn't run. I couldn't run. I didn't run for the full thing, and then it just went. It just went, and that was it. I went to the foot specialist. He said I can't see nothing wrong. There was no X-rays. There was nothing there. I just couldn't walk. Crazy.
I want to talk to you a little bit about Anthony Yarde. He's got this big fight coming up against David Benavidez. He's had a tough road, to be fair, when he's been boxing for world titles. You look at who he's had to come up against, Benavidez, and he challenged Kovalev, you know, back in 2019. He now gets his 3rd opportunity against Benavidez. Talk to us a little bit about that fight.
Monsters, they're all monsters he's fought, and Benavidez is another one. He's not as big as I thought, though. He's not as tall as I thought. They're not too far off height. Yarde hits hard, relatively hard, and Benavidez will be there to be hit. So I do think it's a hard task, and I do believe edge towards Benavidez, but I definitely think it's a fight that Yarde can win.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Listen, this is light heavyweight heavy on Saturday night. You're involved in the European light heavyweight title fight. How do you steal the show?
I think I get him out of there. I believe him. Like I said, I believe I'm the better fighter. I believe I'm the better boxer. I believe I do things better than he does. He's gonna have to show me I don't.
Brilliant. Listen, we're looking forward to it. Best of luck on Saturday night, Lyndon. Best of luck, mate. Well, pleased to be joined by Joshua Buatsi. Josh, how are you, my man?
Not too bad, man.
How are you feeling? Yeah.
Feeling good. I'm happy to finally have got a date, and we're fighting in less than 2 days.
Listen, let's talk about your last fight, Callum Smith.
Bloody expert.
Yeah, no, man. The reason I want to talk about that is because you showed so much character in that fight, and for me, there was things that I hadn't seen in a fight previous with you that you answered for me, which can be the moulding of a fighter sometimes. A loss can be the moulding of a fighter, and I feel that could be the case for you.
Yeah, absolutely. There were questions asked and experiences that I hadn't experienced before that I had to go through, and you can be of the assumption that it's made me a better fighter. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, look, you get an opportunity now to catapult yourself back into that world stage against Zach Parker, but not to be underestimated, Parker. He's been on a good run since that loss to John Ryder, stepping up to light heavyweight. The guy's been on a good run.
Of course he has been, man. And I've said it up there and I'll say it here again. He's an ambitious fighter, and that makes him dangerous, man. So that's enough information for me.
How important is this fight for both of you guys at this stage of your careers?
I can only speak for myself, but it's very important. You know how the game goes. I have to win this one to keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I say, it's like, for me, I said this earlier on in an interview, it is a must-win fight for you. Where do you see the roadmap? I know you don't look past this, Josh, because you're professional and that's the way you go, but you win a fight here. We spoke to Frank Warren. He's saying there's a possibilities of like an Anthony Yarde, Benavidez winner of that fight if you come through this one. So there's a lot on the line for you.
Yeah, to quote him, he just said the winner becomes number one.
Yeah.
So you want to be in that position to be number one, to challenge for a title. So I'm happy about that.
Let's talk to you a little bit. I know every time I see you before the fight, we at press conference day, the beard's there, the hair's there. You got this ritual, right, of shaving it all off after. Is it after the weigh-in?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a ritual? Probably.
Is it a superstition?
No, not at all. I've been doing it since I was 15.
Yeah, right.
When I started boxing, the first fight I had the same approach, and I've just kept it on.
Do you know what?
I'm not sure why, but I've just been.
Do you know what though? Some fighters have this thing, don't they? Like so my brother used to wear a ring on his left boot every time that he boxed, and you feel like you feel like there's certain things that you have to do. It has to be meticulous and in place. Is that one of your things?
No, the most important thing that has to be done is to work hard, to train hard, but to most importantly be praying, to receive prayers, to be encouraged by what I read from the Bible. I've spoken to you about this before, so you know it.
Absolutely. Listen, I was there at I can't remember what fight it was before when you went through that whole thing in the ring with your whole team, and you know it was all the prayers going on, and you know all of that stuff. It was fascinating, by the way, because you don't see that a lot now. No. But it was that's something that carries you into the fight.
It works for me, so I always have to do what works for me.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, do us a favour, Josh. Look down at camera and tell people why they should be tuning in to talkSPORT on Saturday night to watch you.
Tune in to talkSPORT. Spencer told me to say this off the camera. Apparently they've got good commentators, so make sure you tune in. It'll be a good fight.
Well, now we are blessed to be joined by Pat Barrett, trainer of Lyndon Arthur, but also great fighter back in his days, light welterweight, European light welterweight champion, guy that I sort of grew up watching, not giving your age away or anything, but I grew up watching and very, very... Yeah, absolutely. I'm British as well, sorry about that. But yeah, great fighter in your time. I wanted to talk to you, Pat, about boxing in Manchester. You know, it's always been very, very strong, but right now we're in a good stage as well.
You know what, boxing in Manchester has been brilliant, and it's getting better now. It's like you said, you know, obviously back in the day when we was boxing, you had the likes of Ricky that was there, myself, you had the Champs Camp, Anthony Bingham, Maurice Core, Kyle Thompson, and it's recycled. It's come back to where boxing is back at its best now.
Why does it recycle? Like, you know, how does it recycle? Because it seems that boxing always does come back to certain areas, don't it? Like London has its time where it's producing fighter after fighter and it's having these successes. And Manchester is that place as well. Like, what do you think the reasons for that are?
I think what it is now, it's changed a little bit. You've got like Steve Woods promoters, Kevin Marie promoting, myself promoting. So we're able to bring more fighters through and keep it going a lot stronger than where before. There wasn't any promoters, small promoters in Manchester like that.
Pat, how important is that? You know, you're talking about that small hall stuff, do you say? And them small halls, by the way, are getting a lot bigger now as well. But how important is that? Because that really is the grassroots for these kids to go on. And like people like Lyndon, you know, you see them and they kick on, but they all you start from a certain place. How important is that?
It's very important. You've just hit the nail on the head. You said grassroots. That's exactly what it is. Because people want to go from the bottom to get to the top. But then you've got a lot of the people now, like Joshua Buatsi, that was, you know, ABA champion, boxed with England, and went straight to the top. So we never really seen grassroots. But you need grassroots because when you do ever fall, at least you've got something to fall back on. But when you fall from the top, you've got to just wait till you get a call up.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, listen, let's talk about Lyndon Arthur. Before I let you go, he gets his opportunity against Bradway for the European title. Great scalp to have that and catapults him into that world level. How does he do?
Do you know what? Listen, like Lyndon said, Bradway is a great kid. You know, we've known him for time. I've known him from when we used to go sparring at Ricky's gym when he was there. But, you know, this is about Lyndon, the simplest things that we've worked on. You know, Lyndon's been a natural light heavyweight throughout his career. He's got better with it. He's gone stronger with it. He's now used nutrition where before he never used to do it. I didn't even know about them, but in every way it's made him much better physically and mentally.
And how important was that? We heard Frank Warren saying up there, like he dangled that carrot, saying the winner of this could actually get the winner of Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. So a lot at stake, not just the European title now, but possibly a world title shot after that.
You know what, I'm not even going to look past what we've got at the moment. I think what we've got at the moment is enough to deal with. We're the challengers, Brad's the champion, we've got to go and do our part, and then I'll answer that question.
Pat Barrett, former European champion, your fighter is fighting for the European title on Saturday night. Manchester legend as well. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, bro. Well, joining us now, Willie Hutchinson. Now, you're coming off a great win, my friend. 3 weeks ago, was it, against Mark Jeffers?
3 weeks ago, yeah.
Up in Glasgow, 7th round KO. Put yourself right back in the mix. There's a lot going on here on Saturday night.
Definitely. Listen, I'm looking to fight the winner of Parker and Buatsi. That's all well, that's what I'm here for. So, basically, I'm looking forward to that. And that's it. It's just about staying happy and doing what I love.
I saw you having a little sneaky word with old Frank Warren
Exactly.
over there. I see a little smile come on your face. Is that the plan then? Is it
It's
like
just
the
some
winner
good news.
of Parker?
Yes, and Buatsi.
Buatsi, wow. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, look, let's talk about the rest of the card as well. I mean, Lyndon Arthur versus Brad Ray. That's a
Yeah,
great fight
that's
for the
a great
European
fight.
title.
Yeah.
And another possibility for you.
And another possibility, definitely. Another possibility. But like I said to you, the most focus I'm on is the winner of that one. Well, if it's not that and it's the other two, then the winner of them is fine as well.
When would that likely happen? Obviously next year at some point.
I'm not too sure.
Well, you got a little,
January, February.
yeah, you can see a little smile on his face. He knows saying that
January,
we don't.
February,
Yeah,
definitely.
nice, brilliant. Well, look, light heavyweight division, not just in this country, Willie. I was writing some of the names down there, and it was going bing, 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 bing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the names, not just in this country, but globally.
Well,
you know,
everywhere. In the
everywhere.
world, definitely.
Is incredible. 22nd of November, we've got Anthony Yarde going in against David Benavidez. Can he do it?
I don't think he can, no. I don't think he can. I think Benavidez will do a job on Yarde, and I do, yeah.
How good is he?
Who?
Benavidez.
He's very good. The rest of the men, they're getting a bit old now, aren't they? They ain't got long left in the tooth. He's the one that's up and coming. He's the one that we want to fight. You know, he's the one that I've got my eyes on. So definitely.
Look, we haven't talked about Liam Cameron. He's going in against Troy Jones as well in this one, and really looking to keep his career alive in many respects. Good fight, that one as well.
Oh yeah. And Liam Cameron, I love him. He's a lovely lad, very, very good lad. But to be fair with you, his opponent, I've never seen him in my life. I've never seen the other two lads ever in my life. I never even...
Well, Troy Jones
I
lost
must
to
have
Ben
been
Whittaker.
sleeping.
He lost to Ben Whittaker. That was pretty much where he was at, and he come back.
I've never seen any
Yeah.
of that in my life.
Well,
I ain't got a clue.
Well, like I say, it's light heavyweight heavy, and you will be looking for one of these, yeah?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Brilliant.
You know it.
Yeah, there you go, Willie Hutchinson. Well, that's it
Definitely.
here from the press conference. Join us tomorrow, live from the weigh-in.